Hello, good afternoon, trader. Welcome back to Forex Black Box. A quick update on the day today. Very interesting to see S&P 500 is pushing up again. Yesterday we had this push down just before the market close. We had this push down here, and let me change the color. So we had this push down here, and we bounced back up. Very interesting to see this momentum open even with a gap. If you go to the low time frame, we'll go 4 hours here. Sorry about this support and resistance. Very important, by the way. It's called the pivot. The pivot point of the daily is very, very important. If you trade any market, you should have this on your chart all the time, because the price normally reacts to this pivot point and first resistance and first support. Right, as you can see that we just went through yesterday support, and we bounced up and we closed above it. We did the same thing on the following day. The pivot point was just here. We tried to break it, we couldn't. We went down again and we come back up through it. So let's see what's happening here. The previous R2 here, what's going to happen? Whether we're going to hold it, we see some pullback to buy more higher, or it's just going to a drop from here. But what I can see here, the last 4 hours, three candles, 4 hours each, is actually keep pushing up, which is great. I think that's going to keep going. All-time highs easy in the coming days. Is not going to be a problem at all. So that blue line here, that's the blue line here. That's what is all-time highs. We are far from it, about 23 points. Today we moved 23 points. We'll go another candle same size and we'll hit all-time highs again. So keep that in mind and be prepared for this momentum, because I'm quite certain there's going to be a lot of push back down, come back up again and push down again, because this level is going to be very interesting. Because early this year, a lot of traders have been trapped here, right? The big hedge fund, I think, but otherwise they know better than we do, I guess. Who's been trapped here, I think the retail traders and medium-sized big hedge fund, they brought from here and keep going against them. So they probably have multiple accounts and they hedge their positions and they exit their gold. If you remember, gold collapsed, so they can cover their margin calls here until the market come back up again, because they know that market is always going back up, and they know the Fed, they're gonna defend the market and so on and so forth. So anyways, we pushing up. We didn't really break yesterday high. However, we inside unaccepted zone here. The price has not been accepted here. We're above the opening. We're above the close of yesterday. We're inside candle as well. Keep that in mind. We're inside candle of yesterday. If we break higher, come back down, retest, continue back up, come back down, retest, continue back up. That's the play. That's the market. Not like this. It moves like that. Like, Legos, if you know what we play in Legos. Come back down, come back up, come back down, come back up, come back down, up again, down, up again, and keep going up, and now we're stalling here. Okay, enough of S&P 500. Nasdaq, we look at Nasdaq today. I've been trading Nasdaq only today because I see Nasdaq is more a really good point, in my opinion. I've been trading it around this level. Don't take me wrong, I take a few positions short, anticipating that it's going to actually go down more, because it's very interesting to see that we went above the pivot, come back below it, and we bounce back up. So I've been taken out around here. I entered here short. I've been taken out here, then I ride this momentum all the way up to this level, and I exit, and I re-enter one more or two positions around S1, R1. I just exited my position not long ago, and I'm done for the day. That's it. Thank you very much. I've done my percentage, and I'm done with it. I close my trading platform. This is Sierra chart, and that's it. I'm done for the day. The moment you hit your target, the moment you exit your trade, and you go do something else with your life, whatever hobby you do, family, stuff like that. It's not everything. The order to trade, the reason we trade, we have free time. We trade only 20 minutes, 1 hour max. Then after that, we go to enjoy your life, right? So I have a momentum down here, coming back up. Let's see what's happening here, guys. Let's see what's happened today. If you go down a little bit, for example, if we went up here now, come back down, The following day definitely is going to be a buy, continuation back up. Happened here before. The following day, hold back down, come back up, retesting the 20 moving average, and bang. We're creating new all-time highs, coming back down. Obviously give you pullback, 50% of this move. Now we're coming back up again. So the target is still looking for 1165, 11,656. That will be the target before we see another pullback down. Right, gold. Some of you contact me today on Discord, ask about gold. One person, I think, I don't remember the name. Basically, gold is just, a really big move. We just see him pull back now. Let's see how far the pullback will come up to. So basically, we break this range, the previous range. If you recall that when it went up like that, I said, guys, it's going to come back down. At least to test that range. But what happened is collapse all the way down, even before. Remember that's happened before, right? Remember that very much. This has happened before here. Where? Around here. But it was a little bit longer. And hold back. This is pandemic. Before the pandemic, here you go. We had this momentum come back down quickly, come back up, pull back, and continue back up, create a new high, and bounce down from here. We see a failure right there. Very, very, very easy to see. You enter right there. Okay, you enter here, come back. You can enter the rest of your position short, and you leave your stop loss here. If you come back up here, it's not going to take much, but the potential of profit was huge up to here. I wouldn't stay all this, but I will just give a couple of days because my trade will be around here. And if you come back up here, I will add more. If you come back down on my entry, then I will give it a couple of days. 1, 2. There you go. That will be my target. At least if you see that coming collapsing down like that, it will be my target, right? So could the same thing happen here? Absolutely, yes. Let's see how it's going to go today. You monitor it today. You should have shorted here. That's very, very easy to short here. Come back up, retesting, and continue back down. Very much can happen. So we can have a drop down from here, come back up again, drop down, come back up again, drop down on quick spike up, and start collapsing back down. The reason being is whoever brought from here now they're stuck here, and they trying to buy the market. The market showing momentum back up. They're getting excited, and they loading money on this momentum. Probably they will exit some. Market will back down again. The following day will push up a little bit more, back down again, push up a little bit more until we come to this level. Then we're probably going to see collapsing back down again, or it will keep going up. No one knows the future, guys. I don't know how many traders they trade in gold only. How many money go and flow there? The only people who know that the bank, not all the banks, but the biggest bank. They know where's the market going. Not exactly, but just they have more information than us. Okay, they have the everyone trading big player book. They know who's entered here, where the stop loss, where they take profit. They know all the stuff, but they cannot really use it to gain the market all the time. In certain places, they will show their hand, like here, right there. Market come back down, book up, and you see that couple of days red in a roll. We break this range and we went down quickly. We bounce off the 20 moving average. No, didn't really bounce. We just went through it. Coming back now, we'll try to come back up. On the bigger picture, on the weekly, it just, we still, Wednesday, 2 more days for this week. Let's see, that week maybe we'll come back up all the way here. And the following week a little bit up here, then we will continue 1 more leg down. Okay, weekly view is different. That could be reversal. We see that before here. Same picture, exactly the same picture here. We saw it here. Give you a couple of weeks red, and after that come back up again, and we'll continue back up. We could see the same thing here. We'll take a couple of weeks red, then after that we'll come back up again. In the daily itself, it's a different, of course. If you go to the monthly, of course, it's completely different things going on, right? And if we just move up a little bit, we'll look at the monthly. You see that we bounced off this level. If you remember, I said that level is quite important. That's a Fibonacci percentage. So the guys that are investing, they take it a month and say, okay, I'm going to invest to get a double. 1 push, a second push, major moves. Inside, of course, you're going to see that inside the low time frames. But I'm talking about monthly now. That could be the reversal candle on monthly. Of course, he's going to play inside the month itself, the following month, until we see a proper direction. But he could only trade the what's it called? You could only trade just the movement inside the 5 minute, 10 minute, 15, 1 hour, 4 hours, daily, up to weekly is going to be very difficult. You have to come to check every 2 weeks. Of course, none of us doing this. Just the big player, they do that. Of course, they have enough money to cover their wrong positions. If you trade in weekly, it's just like a 5 minute, guys. Look at that. Monthly is just like a 5 minute. Really, it's just the candle is not much different. I mean, like, you should recognize that already. So you always have to look to the bigger picture. Start with the monthly, even yearly. If I have it here, I will be looking where we are on the whole map, right? You don't have to look at that every day, but you look to the weekly, the monthly candle every end of month, weekly every Friday, daily every day, right? You have to do that if you want to be a proper trader and you put your money in the right place comfortably. You should do that all the time. So inside that range, guys, we're going to see some play here. We're probably going to come back inside. We'll try to have a failure here, then we'll come back down again. That failure could be a little bit up here, could be here. We've got a couple of locations to watch for. Probably the zone. If I highlight the zone from this low to this low here, could be very interesting sell opportunity to come here in the play. Let's see that what's going to happen this week or next week. It could just keep going like that, but probably next week, open Monday, Nasdaq or stock showing momentum up, down, then after that come back up, all-time highs, then we're probably going to come back down. Remember, gold is not really reacting to the stock now. It's been divorced, right? Since the coronavirus, they're divorced. So now there is like a negotiation. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Left, right, right? So don't rely purely on gold moving so you can trade Forex future or stock, right? Let's move on. What's this one? Yeah, that's silver. Sorry, someone asking me about silver yesterday when I was streaming live. Basically, gold, all metal, precious metals, like they follow in gold. Gold going down, silver is going to go down. Gold going up, silver going up. Silver itself is very expensive to trade. I think you require a lot of margin because it does move a lot. So you require a lot of margin. So it's the same story, guys. We have a level here to short from. I'll highlight this. Exactly the same analysis of gold, and exactly the same way gold behaving, I think silver will behave as well. So you see this range here, come back up. Let's see what's happening here. Bounce back up, then we'll probably come back down here, right? Right, Bitcoin. You see that Bitcoin actually yesterday as well did like gold. It's trying to follow the full step of gold. So it's like you could say gold at the top, Bitcoin between gold and silver. So I could just I don't need to hedge it, but if I want to split up my positions now, I could use Bitcoin, because Bitcoin now on the future as well, I could trade it in future. But because I don't believe the fundamental, now we have some kind of clue why how Bitcoin will move. If you wanted to know Bitcoin is moving, you could trade it with gold. Okay, if you put one next to each other, you have two charts, right? The one is gold, the one is Bitcoin. And after that, you monitor it, see actually if they are correlated or not, in positive way or negative way, or slightly, or 1 or 2 or 3% minor, negative or positive. You have to do that. I don't do that because I don't really trade Bitcoin at all. I have the capability to trade it, but I think maybe in the future I will, since I know that they move with gold. The Bitcoin, they move with gold roughly, almost, but not exact, but it does react to it. So you could trade it. You could make really good money on Bitcoin on future. I don't know about CFDs. I don't know about the spread, but the future doesn't have spread. The very next price hits your spread, but you have to pay a commission, of course. And future contracts are very expensive to trade. They require a lot of margin. Not a lot of margin, but each point really cost. So if you're on the wrong side of the trade, you could burn an account easily. Oil, again, inventory was today. Looks like it's positive. I didn't really check. I don't trade oil. But we're really in a tight range. Very tight. The moving average flat, completely flat here. Look at that, it's flat. So we were trending here, but now it's becoming like this. What do you think was going to happen next? Leave a comment in the comment section. Leave me a comment. Tell me what do you think about oil, whether or not we're going to break below or we're going to continue up. I don't think that's going to go up. The reason being is just really is not showing any big momentum. Like the oil from here to there is not much. But look, this is the same amount of couple days of the pandemic time. See this box here? See this box here? Almost same size in 2 days, but here how many days? Like almost 10 days, more than 10 days. Actually, whole range, the whole thing is like a month or 2 months, equal to 2 days previously momentum. So that's what that telling you. That telling you that there's no really big player in the market. Only a small player try to move the market. That's one thing can move the market. The second thing is the chain reaction of every market around the globe. They're connected all to each other. Of course, as I told you before, the head of the snake is the S&P 500 and future contract, E-mini, right? ES, actually, it's called ES. So yeah, if ES moves, then the market will start reacting. Like oil is going to move with it. Okay, it doesn't have to be people buying or selling, but the price of it is increasing or decreasing accordingly. Okay, it doesn't need to be people buying or selling. Just the value is start to move with the market. Because guess what? If everyone buying only oil and not buying gold, how gold is going to move? Gold will move because it's connected to the chain reaction of the rest of the assets, right? If you notice that everything in the market is moving, if you're moving up, that moving down. How do you know that? There's no any trader sitting down on the desk waiting for that to move up and precisely will short the other side of it. Okay? No, it doesn't work like that. There's all connected like a spreadsheet. The market all together connected together. Currency market will react to stock. The stock is going to react to the bonds and all the stuff, right? They're all connected. If that moves slightly, if the rest of it will react either down or up the way they're supposed to go. Okay, everything like command. If gold go up, dollar go down automatically. No need one to buy or sell. When we jump in the market, we only fulfill the positions available, right? But the market is already moving with itself, okay, because it's connected to the market, to the rest of the market, like a closed system, and we only buying or selling the available positions. Okay, there's a positions available or a quantity of shares available at this price. Guess what? No one buying. If it was $9, now the price available now is 9.25. Right? It doesn't mean that someone brought it. No, the value changed. Okay, the value changed accordingly. Okay, no one lost the money. No one earned money. No, that's the available value now. That's the price of cigarette now. It changed. No one lose money, no sell money. The guy at the shop, he brought the cigarette already, a whole lot. For example, say £2, right? He brought it for £2. Now every buyer and seller every buyer coming to his shop, they buy it, but the government keep moving the price up, right? But he brought it for £2. That's the big player in the market. They have this, they brought it first, and after that they landed out with a certain price, whatever the market is the price, all right? So now it's a £9 and 9.25, but the original price was £2, but now is a change in the price. It doesn't mean someone brought it, it's just a change in value, and that's how the market moves, guys, all right? So it doesn't react really to big player unless someone come and big and buy so much that it will reflect the market itself. It's like it's gonna bounce back up. It's gonna be come in the front of the queue, right? Someone when you just really push the market, will wait to the front, but that requires tons of money to push the market. Even the hedge fund and the big banks that cannot move the markets that much. When you see bound news come in the wires, you see bound move like 200, 300 pips on bound yen. No, because the value change. Every pips like, I don't know, 5 million, 10 million to move it. Who have all this money just to buy one position or two? You know what I mean? I hope you get the picture. I will just cut it short here. I'm probably going to talk about that later. Dollar index here, as you can see, as expected, is not going to really break this box. We'll have a failure here as well, a couple of failures, and we're looking like a bottoms here. I'd like to see that continuation back down, but it looks like we're going to hold here, come back up. By the time 20 moving average coming nearby in the range, then we're probably going to collapse down. Probably going to be a wick here or something. So let's see what's happening. Of course, we're going to watch Euro, indicating Euro holding. Well, I think that's going to continue back up. Just a small pullback here, retracement. Really, we didn't really see a drop like oil, like gold. You don't see a big, giant move down. No, we saw that just holding here nicely, pushed it up twice. Have a first bounce up, a second bounce up. Let's see how that's gonna play. But overall, my bias on Euro, it's long, not short. I hope you understand that, because a lot of you maybe want to short it. Don't pick up tops. It's just resting. The market is resting. We didn't see a dramatic move down, guys. We just see cap consolidation, and that's connected very well to the dollar index. So keep your eyes on that as well. Cable as well is following the lead of weakness of dollar, so keep your eye on it. I'm looking for it to keep going up. It's just a holding here as well, similar to Euro. So I think we're going to break here, and we'll do that and continue back up. Very much we're looking for 31, 32 to break. Then above it we will hold, probably continue to 35. Then from there we will see where we're going to go. It's all to do now. I don't think there's any news going to drive down at the moment. However, remember that Brexit is going to be activated by the end of the year. Right, we've got a few months now left, 4 months, less than 4 months before Brexit to be active. And there's a lot of things going to happen. So if you're in the long term, try to buy or sell, be careful. If you're an option, be careful here. I think bound is going to go a really bright future, right? If you look to the monthly, very bright future to continue back up. We tried to break this level many times. We couldn't. We had a one here bounce, a second bounce. We come to the resistance here. We held it well. Coming back, ABC. We have a big one, comeback rejection. So all together on the monthly, if I just get rid of everything around, so all together we have a big failure here, very nice failure, right? I wouldn't buy it around here, but I will be happily to buy it here, right? And we break trend line, and we'll go for the second one, and what will we see? We see the momentum down, up, down, up. We'll try to break this, we wouldn't, down, come back up. Guess what's going to happen? We'll try to break that one more time. The one push as to a third. So I'm looking for it to trend up. By the time we come back up here, guess what? 30, 40, 140. After that, we see a small pullback and continuation back up. Try to challenge the next high, which is about 144, and so on and so forth. By the end of the year, we're going to see bound accelerating. Last month, you see that nice green engulfed how many months? 1, 2, 3, 4 months, 3 months engulfed. A very change in sentiment. You see that boom on in the monthly. So it's completely up momentum. Very lovely. So I had this before having here 1, 2 resting months. So it could be the same here. We could be the same here until the following months. We're going to see no more momentum back up. Okay. Back to the daily. You always have to look on all time frames so you can practice your brain to see this easily. I see it. I don't really need to speak it, talk to myself about it, because my eyes is telling me what's happening. This is very familiar consolidation. I think that's going to break through. With no held here, we're not going to hold. I think we're going to keep continue all momentum up, maybe 145, 150 around these highs. Looks like we're going to break this. If we do that correctly, let me draw. I need to clean my chart. Sorry guys for the chart is looking horrible. So let's see. We could come back doing this and 145. We're not going to go into one day. We're going to do a few days here, come back up, a few days here, come back up, a few days here, come back up. We'll keep trending. We're looking to test this trend line, up momentum. Okay, if I make a copy of it, here you go. We're right in the middle, almost. We're going to touch the middle. Then after that, we're going to break through. We'll stay in the upper band. Okay, so I think that's where we're going. Let me draw that a third line here in middle, roughly middle. Here you go. So let's see what's happening here. Okay, we test it once, bounce, and coming back up to retest again, hold above it, to continuation very much. Okay. Bound OZ. You see that S&P 500 just keep pushing, and that's why I don't want to buy it. I think the S&P 500 will get all-time highs. As long as we hold the 20 moving average, we could stay in that box for a while until S&P 500 see momentum down. I think there's a lot of buyer waiting for this momentum to happen. We'll have a first pullback, one here. Let's see how that far it can go. I think we're gonna go inside that trend again. We're gonna break. We're gonna go low a little bit more. We're gonna have another leg down, test that trend line here, support, right? Then we'll see from here what's happened, whether or not to continue. If that by the time come back down here, the probably S&P 500 already hit all-time highs because Aussie connected to S&P 500. If it's going up, Aussie strong. Is going down, Aussie is weak. I don't see any news for bound to held this momentum up. So let's see. Same goes here, guys. The weakness of New Zealand showing that pound is taking advantage of it. I think we're gonna stall here a little bit because it's very strong. Not very strong, but I'm sure if I go back in history, it's going to be more candlestick at this level. We see that rejection. We'll try it one more time and bounce from here, coming back down. Guess what's going to happen? We'll test it one more time, and we will do that pullback, and we'll continue back up. It's all to do with the stock. If the stock going down, then we will follow this strategy. CAD looks strong. Of course, oil was today. So you see that momentum up and bounce back down from this level. That's the first close gap. We have one here, one there. We didn't really have the ability to go all the way up, and we'll break previous day low, and we touch support. Guess what? This high, this consolidation in value momentum. So we could see some hold in here until we come back up to retest this upper channel around this level. Then probably going to see something similar to this. Come back, test double top, probably come back down again to continue the momentum down. Overall, I told you guys this where you exit. I hope you did listen to me. If you have been trading this longer momentum, because I was talking about it from the breakout here, talked about the W, break above the W, tested many times. Market is quite fair, giving you many time to test. The only fair market, I guess, is give you many chance to enter and exit positions. It's Forex. The stock, future, option, they don't do that. When they go in direction, they keep going. They don't give you this so many bounce. Okay, so something to remember. Swiss, as I expected, coming back inside. I talked about it yesterday. I think it's going to come back inside and will play inside here. We don't really see significant momentum back up. Is up, down, and have a couple down now. And I think this momentum will continue. Well, we'll be looking for a major move around here. Then another leg up, continuation back down, at least to the middle of the range, right? I think this is it, guys. Thanks very much. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and like and leave a comment. Join the Discord server. I will be doing a session over there, audio only, or share my screen, answer some questions. Probably going to do over the weekend. During the day, everyone busy trading. So if the weekend it will be citable, please leave a comment. See that if whether or not you want to stay to be there in the weekend. I will make one day, maybe halfway to the month. We will talk about more opportunity on trade, and anyone have any ideas. Okay, guys, thanks very much, and have a great day. Talk to you tomorrow.